Because too much of anything will kill you, son. We the only one got the power to blow the planet up, son. That's why you got to know how to deal with this type of mathematics. You got to know when to let it flow and when to let it go. You know what I'm saying? And it'll prove it to you because the lights go out. I can make it rain here on Snow Earthquake, right here on this planet. I can fuck around and make it rain right now. And cause thunder above their head. And they will never know what causes all these things to happen. So I teach them. That's why it says by letting the 5% teach them, they take everything on face value. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have the powers to understand these things. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know the truth of themselves. Because they don't know the true what? Origins in this world. Because they still worship what they know not. And they so easy to be led in the wrong direction and hard to be led in the right. You know what I'm saying? Because see, we the Son of Man. Because we agree the only God is the Son of Man. And we said we wasn't losing time and searching for that what? Does not exist. See, we don't search, but we agree. So we acknowledge the cipher that we exist in already. And when I begin to manifest this cipher, then that's what's prescribed to me as being that said person. Because I know the Lord's will and I prepared myself. See, if a man don't know the Lord's will and he don't prepare himself, neither though he go according to it, he'll be beaten with what? Many stripes. Because the duties of him is to teach civilization, the knowledge of himself and the signs of everything in life. So the duties of him is to teach civilization. Once he agreed that he was God. If he didn't, then he become to be that said person. Because he's a servant that knew the Lord's will. This is why Ezekiel chapter tell him, when thou say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou give no one nor speak to one, that wicked man, of his wicked ways, nor to save his life. And his blood shall require that thine hand. Till he understand St. Luke's, that he was the servant. He knew the Lord's will, but he didn't prepare himself. So now the penalty is what? Death. And it is forced on any those, any one of them who fell victim to them type of teaching. That's why we say by letting the 5% teach them. Because I know who God is. You know what I'm saying? Because God is man, and man is intelligent. That's all God means. God cipher divine. A man that's intelligent, and he exists in a world of righteousness. That's being God. You know what I'm saying? It's no unrighteousness in him. He's not unseen. But he is seen and heard everywhere. For he become to be the all I see. So I can sit in my house and through my wisdom, you'll see my powers. Because through my teaching, the same wisdom that I'm amplifying right now, it'll be amplified all through the planet Earth. This is why they thought they would kill the law in this 5%. We still teaching it. I can remember back, brother, when I could count how many 5% existed in this nation. And I knew who they was and where they came from. So it wasn't hard to find a 5%. You know what I'm saying? But I've been all over the world. The last place I went was African. I've been to Brazil, Rome, Paris, anywhere you name, I've been all over the world. And everywhere I went, I seen God. Everywhere I went. So you tell me that man word ain't bomb? Unless a man can show me something different, then I bear witness to him. This is why we not Muslims. See, a Muslim is the one who gives total submission to the will of Allah. And that's a woman. I don't get on my knees and pray. I fast and pray. You know what I'm saying? Fasting and praying. When I'm fasting and praying, I'm getting out here teaching. As long as I teach, I take the devil what? Off my planet. This is why we say tell the truth and shame the devil. You got to tell the truth and shame the devil in you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you want to know who a real devil is, it's only a man who be made weak and wicked. When he lie, grab the germ out of you. So if you take the words, don't lie. If you take the D of a devil, what you get evil. You take the EV off and turn it around, you got to lie. So the devil want to evil and tell lies. That's so simple. And the devil ain't no white motherfucker. That's a Caucasian man. That's all that is. The worst of the devil is a black motherfucker. Because he know the true and living God. And he chose to go that way. You know what I'm saying? Tell lies and make the people believe that the almighty true and living God is a spook in the sky. Now we can't see God with the physical eyes. These blood-sucking ass motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? They sit up there and they use trick knowledge to fool the people. Because they can't fool God. They try to fool God 379 years and was unable to do things like that. So how you gonna fool God now? We come to be the most high now. You know, you talking about levitation? I levitate myself. I've risen above this. So I'm in the dimension of God. That's why everything I do, I deal with it in a sense where I speak in general. Or everything I do is like, through me, you can see not what to do. That don't mean I'm doing that. But I can show you how not to do that without doing it. Like a nigga say, well, if you ain't take no drugs, then, or if you ain't sniff no dope, then how you know how it is? Who you tell me? I don't have to, because I can just see what it's doing to you. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna try to trick me and tell me that that's what I had to do? This is what Aristotle and them did. The greatest philosophers in the world. You know what I'm saying? Plato and them. They went and they studied the universe, because that's why the Father told them to keep your head out of the sky. Because what's up in the heaven is here on earth. Because heaven is not above your head, no hell is below your feet. Heaven and hell is within. Heaven is what you make, and hell is just what you got to go through. That's why it says love hell already. You got to love the hell that you put yourself through to be. There's no put you through these things. Because when you born in this world, you want prayer. You understand? So as you go through the stages of life, like you go through the knowledge degree, that means you begin to look, listen, and observe things for what it is. Then you go to the wisdom degree. That's when you see babies start talking. But as you going, you deal with other children. You pick up other things till you get in school and you learn words. So the same people you dealing with coming up in your life, that's what destroy you, because there's nothing outside 360 degrees. Once you understand the quality of your cipher and let it be born to you, that ain't nothing to hurt me but me. You know what I'm saying? Because these are the same people. The same thing you deal with in life that you put in all the energy, whether it's negative or positive, what's going to come back is not out from an outside force, but from the people within. Because they're the ones that know everything about you. Or you know everything about them, they don't know anything about you, they think they know you. It's one or the other. This is why the universal justice was a south balancing scale, and it was measured by proportion of a south knowledge. You understand? This is why no man couldn't judge for another, and each man must weigh all facts and circumstances, find truth to his own judgment and righteousness. You understand? Because the way the evil balances equality in no man. Because you can't be good and bad at the same time. Either you good or you bad. It's like you take a nigga, he talking about he gonna go upstairs and snatch this lady's pocketbook, but if he got reasons in my mind, he thinking, oh Lord, I gotta go take care of this, he can't snatch that pocketbook. Because good and bad can't occupy the same space at the same time. You only can do one or the other. That's what's so great about it. That's why you can tell the difference between God and devil, because you only can do one or the other. So nigga can't use no excuses. That's why I say that's the poorest excuse that a man can use when he say, if you don't know, you don't know, because you're not held responsible for what you don't know. But when you agree who you are, and you chose a name for yourself, and then the things I watch you do, and then you tell me you don't know, that's why the penalty is death. But you know, you so stinking that you wouldn't even kill your own ass, and you know you lied. You know what I'm saying? That's so deep about it. All them motherfuckers that do look in the mirror. So I learned how to tell more truth than tell a lie. I learned how to be righteous. It's not what a man do, it's how you do it, and who's holier than thou. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody holding, because everybody out in this world got a skeleton in their closet some motherfucking way. There's something about you that nobody knows, nobody will ever know but you. So that's what I know is real. So that balances us. That's when the scale becomes to be balanced. You know what I'm saying? That's like a nigga in a glass house and you try to throw stones at my motherfucking shit. Nigga, hold up, your shit can break too. You know what I'm saying? And just like being God and being devil, you gotta choose what you want to be. That's why Yaku is the father of the devil. He was chosen. When a nigga get out of line, you get him. Because he gonna lose all his strength once he deny himself. Nigga, man don't fall victim. Fall victim to what? He deny himself. Because he knew. And now you gonna say you don't know? Come on, that's emphatically impossible. So we held responsible for everything that we do. So I don't run down the street and say, damn, why I'm going to do this? Why is a question that's asked by those who are dumb, deaf, and blind? So why I'm asking a person why? I ain't gonna ask nobody why. Because you know something? Anything in life, you can answer it, all you gotta do is think. The mind goes through 5 stages: conscious, non-conscious, subconscious, magnetic, infinity. But if you think 5 times at the 5th thought, you always gonna be right. Because you allowed yourself. Some people don't have time for themselves. You know what I'm saying? When you allow yourself that much time to think, you're always gonna be successful. That means nobody can take control of your mind. And when nobody can take control of your mind, that's when you can become God, because God is one mind. And the only way you can come to be the earth and be the queen of the universe, because you got one mind and you reflect the light of God to complete a task force. See, every planet in the universe must complete a task force reflecting the sun's light in order to survive. You know what I'm saying? So long as I'm shining my light and there's only one mind, then it's only one understanding. The lack of understanding is what confuses people and make people dissatisfied. Because what they don't know, instead of asking what you don't know, you start putting your own shit to it. Trying to pull in that space that what you don't know. When you should ask somebody. For real. That's what it is. That's why I say I always use a phrase that when I deal with brothers, you know what, why I'm just so, I went through so much things in my life, brothers, that I'm here standing. That I can see how easy it is to die and how hard to live. Because nobody really want to try to do this job. You got to be able to. I think that's the law there. That's why they say he's crazy. But this is what I have to do. This is the only thing that make me happy, more than putting a gun in my hand. You know what I get off at teaching brothers, just sitting there, I could be able to talk to people and relate to them. And through my wisdom, the things that I manifest, they can see the power. And power only means the truth. They can see that I'm telling the truth. That's the greatest moment in your life, when you can feel it to another person that they know. And that's an atomic bomb. Because when that person go out there, and when he manifests it, you can imagine how it's going to come. Because when there ain't no lies there, the truth is like an atomic bomb. Like your tongue becomes to be like a double-edged sword. They got the power to give you life, and they got the power to take your life. You know what I'm saying? This is why a nigga put a sword above their head. You know what I'm saying? Because they deal with secrets with they self. All you gotta do is tell the truth and shame the motherfucking devil. That's what I tell them, man.
Who's the name you talking about?
Any man who put themselves in that position. See, any man who puts themselves in that position, because we already know the things that go on. So if I'm out there and I'm trying to stand on the block and I say I'm righteous and I'm trying to sling this drug on the side and think nobody knowing it, then I put myself in that position. So whatever comes in that, I get the worst punishment, because I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because the energy that brothers that I see put into, when I watch them sell drugs and all kinds of shit, they put that in their mind. You know how you can build a force of energy just like you can stack dollars? You can stack men into a force and put them out there, and just like Saeed, he said, I'm gonna make them all. One of his son is the Brooklyn assistant DA. You know what I'm saying? He got one a doctor. You know what I'm saying? Now he a cremator. This shit is deep. This is his powers. Nothing can harm this man. This is why the Father told us, if you put yourself in a position, son, a cabal is built around you. The only one that destroy you is you. That's the only thing. They lied on the Father, so what you think they gonna do to you? They told a lie on Jesus, so what you think they'll do to you? The only thing I can do is tell the truth. And the devil in me, by you telling the truth, I'll shame him, let you know how real it is. Don't do this. But this is what leads to this. And this is so true. When they say you live by the gun, you die by the gun, whatever you do, it got to come back. Everything got to return to where it arrived from. If I shoot a man, it's going to come back somewhere. It might don't happen to me. One of my sons might get killed. You know what I'm saying? If I'm a fucking rapist, somebody might rape my mom. It's just a coincidence that these things must happen. It's a force of energy that a man applies there. You can sit there, people don't get sick. There's no such thing as sick. It's a state of mind. Headaches and stuff, that's the state of mind. You put your body the way you think and the way you act through pressure. And pressure starts busting pipe. If you got something on your mind, you thinking hard, that's how people get migraine headache. Migraine is just too much blood is rushing to one spot at one time. When your skin breaks out and stuff like it, if you hit your arm naturally, it's a mechanism that telling you that your skin been bumped. So however hard you hit it, something for every action, in other words, is an opposite equal reaction to it. So for every force of energy, is an opposite force to it. Like what goes up must come down. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you say out your mouth, remember, it's something else going to come back. It's just like, I'll give you a perfect example with Farrakhan. He didn't directly shot Malcolm X, but the shit he said out his mouth. So, you know, you got people that love Farrakhan, and you got people that love Malcolm. But if we both got power like that, and I could slip up one day and be around people and say, you know that motherfucking Farrakhan, man, I don't like what that nigga did. And some people take things illiterate. So they think me and him against each other. And you always got somebody who go overreact. And that's how brothers get killed. Good brothers get killed. That's how the father got killed. You know what I'm saying? Father said little signs that brothers didn't know. And I understand. He said, I seen my best friend come out the hotel with my wife and they never said nothing. And he said, son, if it can happen to me, it'll happen to you. He said, everything is real. You know what I'm saying? And he said, the only one who can kill you, you know what I'm saying, is the closest thing to you. Alright, so let's be for real. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to take things out of things. So how you live forever, you got to, everything you deal with in life, be real with it. So I said I'm righteous. So as I get older and older, brother, this is what I live. God, I don't go out nowhere, I don't hang out. This is my heaven. What I'm searching for. We had searching for this mystery God for trillions of years and we're not able to find this motherfucker. So if I go out there in hell, what's gonna come to me if I enter the wrong zone is death. Cause I know better than that. When I go out there, see, I got to a degree now, I can sit back here because I'm a wise man, like Buddha and the wise man, they went up to the mountains and said, these are my mountains that I come to when I come in this dry city here. And the energy that I got, cause I don't taught half of Brooklyn, this shit, so I watch what come back. I don't have to, cause the sun sits still.
Define degree for,
you know what I'm saying?
For our readers. Define the word degree as you use it.
Well, a degree, when you go through a degree in life, it's like going through a chamber, like it's like a metamorphosis. When as time go on, you go through another change in life. So a degree, another degree is like another step. You know what I'm saying? Like you go, we took it from degrees and we said we go into chamber. I like the word chamber better. You know what I'm saying? Because I left that degrees. You know what I'm saying? I go through chambers now. Because everything I go through is a life and death situation. You know what I'm saying? Only one gonna bring me out is me being righteous and being real. So this is the test that I put myself through in life. So I take myself through chambers. So to prove that I'm God, always has been, always will be. Because as I walk through the valley of the shadow of darkness, I fear no evil. So I challenge things like when the Bloods and Crips came here in New York City. You know what I'm saying? These kids, I say, brothers run around talking. I said, man, these are children. Only reason why that shit live and you feel that way because you scared of that. Because you scared of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Not me. I'm God. Only thing I can do is go to them any set anywhere. They gave me a name right. Everywhere you go, Brooklyn, they call me 50-50 Love. These children love me. So I'm looking at the other niggas, so what are y'all scared of? Because they know what these niggas are about. They can see people who sense real, because this is where I came from. This whole nation was built from gangs. They was chaplains. It was called, this project was called Fort Greene. Our nation, the color of your flag was Fort Greene chaplain colors. The jacket was white, the collar was black, and the letters was gold. And you got some old brothers now, you go to the route, you see them with them jackets on. Alright? So this is what we came, that's what the father came to, if they want to keep it real now. It didn't come out of prison. It came off the street, they were young drug addicts, shooting dope, sniffing cocaine. And the father said, I'm going to teach these goddamn fools. And he taught them, he civilized them, made them go to school. You know what I'm saying? He said, just watch this. He made them go to school, they running up down the street, calling themselves God now. He said, well, watch how they change for the best. And that's what you see now. For the best. Of everything we ever did. It's for the best of it. That's the foundation that I can bring it to. It's for the best. Because we took nothing and made something out of it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We was labeled as rebels. That's what they call the 5%. We was rebels. We wore the army boots, the black fatigues back in, and the red buttons with the white and star. The crescent and the white star, you remember? And we wore the wisdom parts, the parts in the middle of the head, the earrings and shit, still holding our nose and shit. We was warriors, for real. When in the 70s, if the guards tell you, we had the streets, like a nigga in the industry, hold the industry down like Jay, make music. The 5% nation, and Allah predicted that. He said that's when they're gonna bear witness to God in God's sight. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to go through God's cycle. Then you go to God knowledge. Then you go to God wisdom. See, everything has got to be applied. That's why you don't get alphabets and numbers mixed up. Alphabets is alphabets and numbers is numbers. You know what I'm saying? And 12 Jews is 12 Jews. You see, some people try to get things and they take it in a sequence and get it all confused because, see, you can't. That's why it show you on the flag. That's why it's 8 points on the flag. Because it's 8 lessons, 8 sets of lessons. You know what I'm saying? And them 8 sets of lessons represent them 8 points. And then they on a degree, a 45-degree angle. See, people don't understand the science. See, yeah, you see what I'm saying? But see, it's science to all this. And all that born it to us. It's scriptures that in the Bible that and Psalms 82 when it says, ye are the gods of the most highest. And that's what, when they was talking, that was us in the 60s. And it says, rise and take your place. This is the only thing the Father did. Just came and rose the children from the dead. He freed their minds.
Is that one of your names?
My name is Freedom, yeah. But see, I took the O out of mine to put you, because now my time, I got to bring it down. See, because I was freedom, because I was free from a mental state of unawareness of myself. You know what I'm saying? I had to resurrect myself every day. So now my duties is to free them.